Hey guys, welcome back to Berry Melt's channel. Today we're going to talk about the things that I miss from my life before bariatric surgery. So I had bariatric surgery 7.5 going on 8 years ago, and so I have been living this life for quite some time. So sometimes it's kind of hard to remember the person I used to be before surgery, but I will tell you there are some things that really stick out to me that just make me think, wow, I miss that person. I miss that version of me before I had weight loss surgery. So I have a few things to share with you all of the things that I miss, and for the most part, I will tell you that, you know, I am so happy with the decision I made to have gastric sleeve surgery and then to go on to have the gastric bypass revision. But I think that it's normal to have kind of this process where you miss kind of some versions of yourself before surgery. So the first one, I just laugh because I'm like, of course you miss this, but I miss just being able to eat what I want, you know, like just being able to stuff my face. Like that cannot happen anymore. And just being able to eat anything you want, like you just can't do that after surgery. So clearly that is the number one of what I miss is the obvious, food. This next one's gonna sound a little funny, but I do think that I miss this person sometimes because I feel like I get so caught up in things now and just my new lifestyle that I forget that I used to kind of be a lot more like carefree. Like I used to just kind of have a different mindset sometimes, and I think that's obviously where it came as a negative because it got me to where I was with not caring about what I was putting in my mouth and not working out and not being healthy. So obviously there's so many more positive things now that I do care about those things, but there is a part of me that I'm like, gosh, I wish I could just be that person again that just didn't care and laid around all day and was lazy and just did their thing, because who wouldn't want that? You know, who wouldn't want that kind of lifestyle where they're just chill and relax? So I do think that that's something sometimes I miss, of just that kind of who cares mindset. Another thing I miss, and probably I will say the biggest thing I miss, is just not being so sensitive and getting sick so often. I feel like I have with both surgeries struggled with this, and I think this is just obviously a side effect of bariatric surgery is sometimes you're gonna have you know, intestinal issues, you're gonna have acid reflux, you're gonna have some of these side effects that come with the surgery. And it's such an awful feeling to be out and about and feel like, oh my gosh, am I gonna get sick after I eat breakfast, or after I eat something, am I gonna have to run to the bathroom? So I miss not having that anxiety because obviously our anatomy is different, and I will say I don't have a gallbladder as well, so I'm a lot more sensitive, like intestinal issues. But prior to bariatric surgery, you know, I didn't really have to worry about this. This wasn't something that was an issue. So I miss just that, you know, not having to have to deal with that anxiety and wondering, is this food gonna make me feel bad? Am I gonna have dumping syndrome? Am I gonna have to lay down, feel like I'm dying? Like, you just kind of miss not having to deal with that. Another thing that I miss sometimes from my life prior to bariatric surgery is just being able to go out, you know, being able to go out and have fun with friends and family and just enjoy yourself. I feel definitely that I can still do that and I can still have a social life, but things are definitely different after bariatric surgery. And for a while, you might not even want to go out because you don't want to be around food. And so I think that's part of the process of almost grieving that, of just being able to accept that you're not going to be the one that goes out to eat all the time anymore. You can't, and it's just part of your new lifestyle. So I think it's totally natural to miss that because it was a huge part of your life for so long, and now it's drastically taken away. So of course you're gonna miss it. And then the last big thing that I miss is just being able to be at peace. And this kind of goes with what I was previously saying, but it's like, you know, obviously I feel like I'm at so much, you know, so much of a better place now because I'm healthier and everything. But I do feel like I have this internal battle now that I didn't always have. Like, I feel like now I'm always questioning, am I doing enough? Am I, you know, ruining the surgery by any kind of regain I experience? There's always this kind of pressure that I'm putting on myself. And again, it kind of goes with what I was saying earlier about that carefree kind of lifestyle, but I feel like I wasn't always that way. I feel like I didn't always have that kind of amount of pressure that I put on myself where I'm always trying to be like the best. And again, I think it's very motivating to have that mindset, and it definitely pushes me forward and helps me achieve my goals. But at the same time, that anxiety that comes with it of, am I losing enough? Am I looking better enough? Like, am I feeling better? It's different, and it's a different feeling you get after surgery. And like I said, I love the person that I have become after bariatric surgery, and I'm still on that path of finding who I am. But there are pieces of me that are no longer anymore. And you know, a lot of that's for the best, and I am a, you know, evolved person who's grown on this journey and have really found who I want to be. But it still doesn't change that I'm different, and that I can sometimes miss that person I used to be, because that person wasn't a bad person. You know, it's just, it was a different person. And I think, you know, it's sometimes we always say like, oh, you know, surgery, obviously it's gonna save your life, it's gonna change your life, which is amazing. But it's like we don't acknowledge like the part of us that we lose. And so I encourage you to really reflect on this, because I think it's totally natural for you to miss things from your life prior to bariatric surgery, because you are probably very different now. And you're gonna continue to become different. You're gonna continue to evolve. You're gonna continue to change. And that's the beauty of this journey. But don't be afraid to acknowledge that loss that you're losing, you're saying goodbye to, because again, it's kind of just part of this journey that we're on, and that kind of helps you as you're turning into this new version of you, when you can really truly say, gosh, I miss that person. That person was fun, or that person was this, whatever it is. It's okay to feel that way. But at the end of the day, just remember why you had this surgery. Because no matter how many things I miss from my life prior to surgery, even stuffing my face with ice cream, I would not change it for the world, because it saved my life. It gave me so much happiness, so much health, so much amazing things in my life. And I wouldn't be here if it was not for that surgery. So although I do miss some things, I've gotten so much more out of it. All right, guys, I want to hear from you. What do you miss from your life prior to bariatric surgery? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this topic today. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.